What's up guys? I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but let's watch some spotlights from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, also known as NASB 2. So just a quick rundown for you guys. I'm not here to provide anything really special with these spotlights. Most of you guys have already seen them. I've already seen them. I'm just here to watch them again and enjoy them. For part 1, we're going to look at SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward, Plankton, and Garfield.
Armed with fearsome
It's Yellow
karate
Mario.
capabilities, Bubble Blowing expertise, and his trusty hydrodynamic spatula with port and starboard attachments, SpongeBob has all the tools you'll need to thrive in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. SpongeBob is an all-rounder type character with a straightforward moveset perfect for beginners, or even experienced players who just like to make the most out of simple tools. His light up and down attacks.
His moves and animations are so funny looking.
It's time to start using his aerials. Most noteworthy of his aerials are his up air, which has a wide arc and pops opponents upwards, and his forward air, which has a powerful spiking sweet spot.
They gave him that forward aerial.
Forward aerial. Side and up charged air attacks are great choices at high percents. On the subject of charged attacks, it's quickly worth mentioning that every character has 3 on the ground and 3 in the air.
Anybody else happy they got rid of the rock,
SpongeBob
paper,
has
scissors
relatively
mechanic?
Short range and isn't the fastest character by any means, so he mostly has to rely on his neutral special, Bubble Blow, to take control of the stage and find an opening. His side special, Fishbowl Strike, can also be a solid approach option thanks to its surprising speed and an ability to absorb a small amount of damage before getting knocked out of the attack. Additionally, Fishbowl Strike can be used as a recovery tool to get a little bit closer to the stage before using his
Something I've noticed with a lot of recoveries is it doesn't snap to ledge, so spacing the recovery is going to be pretty big in this game.
That your aim is slightly off,
unless you like burn slime and air dodge back. Kind of like that.
Or better yet, if you're craving something a little more advanced, try canceling the move offensively into an air strong. Or even better yet, cancel it into a down special, Chef Flip.
The teabagging is going to go hard in this.
If you land a hit with Chef Flip, you can cancel the move immediately by jumping for those fancy looking combo extensions. And as a nice bonus, it can also redirect projectiles. If you're just looking for a place to find your sea legs, SpongeBob is a great place to start.
SpongeBob looks pretty solid in this.
Game's mechanics and SpongeBob's own tools, see where your imagination leads you. Everybody's favorite pink starfish is back and
it's
ready
Rick.
To throw down. In today's character spotlight, we'll be going over none other than Patrick Star. Patrick is a pretty traditional grappler, all things considered. Slow, heavy, and mostly limited in range, but once he gets his hands on you, you're in for a world of hurt. Patrick boasts some of the most powerful throws and strong attacks in the game, and his side special.
Patrick's got that stupid strength.
Hiding behind your block. To help him get past projectiles, disjoints, and those notorious platform campers, Patrick's light up air, Table Flip, is a versatile tool that covers a generous amount of space and can force people back to the ground. His down special, Counter Slam, also does.
I feel like Patrick's going to be pretty annoying to fight.
Opponents. If you do it with a bit of a running start and jump into the air, you can also take advantage of the projectiles your opponent leaves around the field to get a nice burst.
What is that dash after he counters?
Patrick's
it's so fast.
His double lariat, which is a fantastic get-off-me attack that is also much larger and gains armor when enhanced with slime. The aforementioned Hug Driver also is granted armor through the slime version. Patrick's up special will grab opponents as he's traveling, but besides that, he's completely vulnerable and doesn't go super far. Altogether, his recovery is unfortunately a bit lackluster, so you might find yourself spending a bit of meter for an air dodge or enhanced up special. Each of Patrick's strong attacks packs a serious punch, and many of them include additional special properties. For example, his charged up air, Star Spin, gives him a small vertical boost which can help his otherwise.
Yeah, see, he also doesn't really like snap.
His down air is a powerful spike that also grabs the ledge, preventing you from overshooting, while his grounded down attack, Steel Buns, is a powerful counterattack where Patrick leaps into the air and comes crashing down on his opponents. He leaps high enough to dodge some attacks and grabs, and even lands on top of platforms. Being a grappler means playing slow, careful, and knowing how to get inside your opponent's head. Maybe things that Patrick himself isn't the best at doing. Nevertheless, he has all the tools necessary to make that game plan effective. If you have the brains to compensate for Patrick's lack thereof, or just want to swing and hit hard and not worry too much about combos or execution,
yo, he just roasted Patrick.
Everyone's everyone's favorite neighbor, Squidward Tentacles, is the first character new to the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 cast that we'll be covering in this series of character spotlights. With unique movement options available at his disposal, vein-popping anger that can be channeled into a huge speed boost and damage buff, as well as plenty of artistic talent,
His
Squidward
movement is so weird.
Can tussle with the best. First, let's quickly cover Squidward's basic moveset. Squidward's light up attack is a bit low range, but it is also equipped with some invincibility, making it a great anti-air that can also start combos.
A lot of multi-hits, it looks like.
Likewise is on the short side, but it's also an incredibly powerful spike, so you better give Squidward the respect he deserves. As for his grounded charge attacks, you might be able to recognize each of these from some memorable moments in SpongeBob, between some lovely dance moves, a delicious Krusty Krab pizza
time,
and of course, Krakatoa! Squidward's light aerials are integral parts of his combo game, and his light forward and up aerials are both multi-hit attacks that can be used
Just
to
such
drag
weird
opponents down
moves,
to
but
extend your punishes. His down air is a
guess
spike,
it works.
and besides being a beautiful display of artistry in the form of movement and rhythm, his neutral air also boasts plenty of range, which can help him assert dominance in the air. In case you didn't notice earlier, Squidward is, in fact, capable of performing double jump cancels. If you perform an aerial within the first few frames,
Oh yeah.
double jump,
I wonder why
Squidward
they
will
gave him
accelerate
double
back
jump
towards the ground
cancels.
immediately, allowing him to do attacks closer
I wonder
to
if
the
they
ground, and even quickly change
built his
direction
kit
to
around that or
direction.
gave it to him later
Squidward's
on.
down special allows him to channel his blind anger into something a little more helpful. After leaving himself vulnerable for a few seconds, Squidward's speed and damage output are increased dramatically, making it easier to find an opening or secure a knockout. And those combos that you saw earlier naturally become far more devastating. Squiddy's other specials include his clarinet, which fires a projectile that gets stronger the longer you hold the button,
Oh.
and his side special, Artistic Genius, which pulls a random painting from his portfolio. Different paintings have different strengths. There's also,
So
of
he's got
course,
an
his special.
RNG.
Squidward hops on his bike, which immediately explodes and sends him flying. That's all we'll show for Squidward this time around, so make sure to give him a try and
Alright.
see if you're bold or brash enough to make his talents shine. The arch-nemesis of the Krusty Krab, Plankton, joins the fray in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2 as the pilot of a much bigger, much more
The
threatening
smallest
mech suit.
character
Mecha
ends up being the
Plankton is a
biggest
super
character.
heavyweight zoner grappler, meaning he's best at a distance where he's lobbing projectiles and pressuring you from afar, or right up in your face where he's grabbing and tossing you for some serious damage. Mecha Plankton is the biggest character in the game and also a little bit slow, so he can easily become overwhelmed by opponents who have a strong offense. At least that would be the case if it weren't for his sauce. In addition to simply dealing damage, the sauce also temporarily
He's got the
slows down
sauce.
opponents and reduces how much they can DI out of combos. While he's firing, he can cancel the movement to block, jump, or grab, making it much easier to either keep your distance until you can level the playing field, or to take care of opponents who try to disrespect his sauce. If you hold the attack button while firing in the air, you can also float for a short duration. Additionally, the slime version of this move fires a huge, sudden blast of
That move
sauce
actually
that
might be
opponents
really
away.
good.
To help cover
Being
the
able to, like,
range, Plankton's mech suit is
hover
armed
and
with a
drift
neck
forward
cannon,
and
giving
back
him
like
the
that.
farthest reach and grab in the game. His forward throw applies a fire effect that does damage over time, while his up, down, and back throws can be used to set up for combos, or send you tumbling if you get snatched too close to the ledge. Besides just being as powerful as you'd expect from a heavyweight, most of Mecha Plankton's charged attacks also have a unique twist. For his aerial charged attacks, the up attack applies sauce, the horizontal attack can be used as a recovery tool or sudden burst option, while the down attack allows Plankton to hover, and it can of course spike opponents.
That's gonna be really strong
Plankton's
for edge
grounded
guarding.
charge moves include his up attack, the chain grab, which is yet another long-range grab in his toolkit that can be angled while charging. His
I don't
down
know about
attack,
that
jump
move.
stomp,
That
sends a
looks
shockwave that
just
can be a
awkward.
fantastic ledge trap. And his horizontal charge attack is, well, a big laser. His side special is a fast, short-ranged command grab that can ring out opponents at high percent, or just be used to build up some damage. Up special has a decent amount of height behind it, and if you press the special button again, he claps his hands together for an explosive surprise. Down special lobs a bucket of chum that poisons enemies on contact, and if it misses, it'll instead leave behind a cloud
See,
of gas that
at least
fills
with
the
his
air
recovery,
and
he
inside
can
of it.
reactivate
Wanna
it
try
to
your hand at
cover
piloting Mecha Plankton to
himself
victory?
while he comes
Take him for a
back.
test drive in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and stay tuned as we go over the rest of the cast and future character spotlights.
Hey everyone! My name is Thaddeus Cruz from the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2
It's Kitty!
development team. Did you miss me? The lazy orange superstar, Garfield, is ready to show off all the new tricks he's learned for his appearance in Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2. Garfield is an all-rounder with slightly below average speed. However, any food-based attacks, such as his side special, Pie Throw, will drop sweets on the ground that Garfield can pick up to fill his new food meter. When Garfield presses down special with a bit of meter built up, the lethargic feline goes into Sugar Rush! When he's in this state of the zoomies, Garfield runs, jumps, and falls a whole lot faster.
The zoomies.
The meter can be consumed at any time. The more of it you have before activating, the longer the Sugar Rush will last. If you're having trouble building up that food meter, or just need a quick boost, the slime version of the move also fills up meter about halfway before activating. Before we move on to Garfield's other attacks, there's a few more extra details to mention about his special moves. Garfield's side special throws out 3 different types of pies in a set pattern. The first pie knocks opponents away, the second pie pops them up, and the third pulls them in.
I think the pies are going to be really interesting, but Garfield looks like fun.
Normally, Garfield's up special is pretty short, but it's very fast and hard to intercept, especially since he can still act out of the attack after falling a bit. If Garfield has a Sugar Rush going, the move also goes quite a bit higher. And if you want to bring out Garfield's old school shine, try out his neutral special, which reflects projectiles and can be instantly cancelled with a jump. This move allows for some crazy combo extensions and surprisingly fast-paced pressure when combined with his light attacks. Garfield's greatest strengths are his combo game and overall versatility. He has a moveset that can answer just about any matchup as long as you know how to piece it together. However, where Garfield struggles is his susceptibility to being outrange.
The pie that like pulls them towards you when they get hit, I think is the most interesting.
Have some great power behind
There's gonna be like crazy setups with that.
To end out his combos. His charged down air may look a lot like his light down air, but don't be fooled. The light version hits opponents multiple times and pops them up at the end, while the charged version is a powerful spike.
Ah yes, gotta give him the spike.
Lazy cat fed and ready for action? Then try your hand at Garfield.
I don't know how I feel about this super. I feel like it's missing something.
All-Star Brawl 2.